In fact, in Caledon, actually, we're lucky to have some former professional and semi-professional hockey players that work with us at the detachment. So, previous members of PWHL and OHL teams, as well as overseas teams, work here at the detachment. So when it comes to coaching for these youth that come out for this program, there's no shortage of experience, that's for sure.
Welcome to 10-5, the official podcast of the OPP Association. My name is Scott Mills.
And I'm Emily Brown. For those new listeners, the OPP Association represents nearly 10,000 members of the Ontario Provincial Police in Canada. Our members are at the heart of everything we do, and they are our greatest strength, and we're dedicated to keeping our members and the public informed about key issues that impact policing across Ontario.
Thank you, Emily. Today we have two guests. We've got Peel Children's Aid Society Director of Parent and Child Capacity Building, Charlene Randall, and we have OPP Caledon Provincial Constable, Jesse Nobleman. We're going to be talking about the Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment House of Hockey program that the Peel Children's Aid Society, Peel CAS for short, and the Caledon OPP are partnered in this year. Some exciting stuff coming up. Hockey is always a topic of conversation around here. So welcome, Charlene, and welcome, Jesse, to the 10-5 podcast. We're delighted to have you both as guests today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Looking forward to our discussion today.
So let's start with you, Jesse. Usually we kick off the podcast with getting a little bit of background information so that our listeners know a little bit more about you. So can you tell us a bit about yourself, please?
Certainly. Thank you. So as mentioned, my name is Jesse Nobleman. I'm a provincial constable here with the OPP, and I've been an officer for about 5 years now, all of which have been spent at the Caledon Detachment of the OPP. Previously, I worked as a training officer for our new hired officers. I've also worked as a shift supervisor. I have experience with impaired operation investigations as a qualified breath technician and drug recognition expert. So I help out in terms of investigating those who drink and drive or use drugs behind the wheel of a vehicle. Currently, I'm working as the Community Engagement Officer and Primary Media Relations Officer for Caledon. So in this role, I am responsible for sharing information with the public regarding Caledon investigations and what's going on, as well as planning events and initiatives such as this, the House of Hockey Ball Hockey program that we're discussing today.
Well, thanks, Jesse. Your interest in youth engagement as part of your role of a police officer is admirable. I'm always very happy to hear about that. And I'm sure what you're about to discuss here with Charlene is going to shine a positive light on what our community are doing together to work with our kids. So we'll look forward to hearing more. So over to you, Charlene. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. Hi, everyone. I'm Charlene Randall. I'm a service director of the Parent and Child Capacity Building branch at Peel CAS. I've worked in child welfare for over 20 years. And, as a proud resident of Peel, I cared very deeply about supporting children, youth, and families in our community. My focus has always been on finding equitable and inclusive ways to support the community that we serve through partnerships with other system leaders. Mental health is something I'm especially passionate about. I work closely with my fellow service directors and lead our agency's mental health strategy, making sure that children, youth, and families can access the right resources when they need them the most. Over the years, I've had the privilege of developing and leading several important initiatives that have helped us to improve our service delivery. Currently, I oversee our intimate partner violence strategy, and I work closely as a partner agency with the Safe Center of Peel to respond to family and intimate partner violence in a more coordinated and responsive way. And some other initiatives in my portfolio also include our Caledon team, our infant wellness program, complex needs team, as well as kinship services.
Great. Thanks, Charlene. Now we're going to stick with you a little bit. So more of a macro level, can you tell us a little bit more about Peel's Children's Aid Society and what you do?
Of course. The core of our work at Peel CAS is to support and protect the well being of children, youth, and families, especially those who are facing really tough challenges that often result in abuse and neglect. We're very committed to helping the most vulnerable members of our community. And so we do that with a strong focus of diversity, equity, and inclusion, as well as our commitments to truth and reconciliation. Every family is unique, so we make sure that our services reflect that. We work very closely with parents and caregivers. We offer culturally responsive support, and this is done with the help of our amazing Peel community. One of the most important things to know is that we believe children and youth belong at home with their families whenever possible. So that's why the majority of our work, 99% of it, happens right in the family's own homes, and we do everything we can to help keep children and families together. We also believe in the importance of early help and prevention because getting the right support early can often decrease problems from becoming bigger down the road. So we have a dedicated team and a strategy that allows us to walk alongside families that help to support before things really escalate. And the families that we work with, they could be dealing with all sorts of things like poverty, unemployment, health issues, domestic violence, mental health concerns. Some families are caring for children with complex emotional or developmental needs. And sometimes families just need a bit of parenting support. So no matter what the situation is, we partner with these families to figure out what kinds of support would be the most helpful. And then we connect them with the right community services possible. And every year we support close to 8,000 families. We're proud to also say that we offer services in a variety of languages so that every family can feel heard and understood.
That's absolutely amazing what you're doing there, Charlene. I don't imagine you have a whole lot of spare time, and thanks for doing all you do. I'm gonna switch over to Jesse here. When I heard about this program, MLSE House of Hockey, I'm thinking Leafs. They might actually get some talent one year and win a Stanley Cup. So maybe it will be one of these kids that leads us to a cup. Who knows? So can you just explain what MLSE House of Hockey program is for us, Jesse?
Yeah, certainly. And thank you, Scott. I certainly hope that perhaps we have some of these children come through and help lead us to a championship as well. But so the MLSE House of Hockey it's a partnership program, of course, with the Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment Foundation. So quite simply, it's providing inclusive and impactful, sports resourcing to youth who might not otherwise have the opportunity to play hockey. So through this ball hockey program, we're hoping to open more doors for youth and young children to get involved, practice teamwork, and feel included in the sports community, which on occasion is difficult to access due to resources available to those youth.
Now, Charlene, how does the House of Hockey fit into the types of programs that you just explained and that you provide to children and youth?
Okay, I'd love to share a little bit about something we're incredibly proud of at Peel CAS, and it's our Trailblazers Youth Center. And the center is really special. It was designed by youth for youth, and it's really about creating a space where young people can feel safe, seen, and supported. The goal really is to help children and youth not only access services that they need to thrive, but also to build lasting connections and to really help them grow and to become more confident. Every day, Trailblazers welcomes young people from the ages of 6 to 29, including those who are currently receiving support from Peel CAS. So this would include some of our former youth in care. And, it's more than a program hub. It's a community where youth can belong and have fun and just really be intentional with the time that they're spending to help them build on their long-term success. So every year we see over about 1,000 young people register for more than 40 different programs. And the programs are really wide ranging. So we have everything from education support, cooking classes, to financial literacy, mental health resources, career development, fitness programs, housing supports, and so much more. So even programs that help children and youth explore their cultural identity, because we know how important it is for them and how powerful it is for them to have that as a part of their journey. So programs like the House of Hockey, it's not just about playing a sport, it's about giving children and youth a safe space to connect, to build their confidence and to just be kids. And as Jesse mentioned, for many young people, especially those involved in child welfare, life can be filled with stress and uncertainty and, lots of trauma. And so programs like House of Hockey creates a sense of belonging and structure where they can, form friendships or build trust and just have fun in a supportive environment. And it also helps to boost their mental health, reduce anxiety, and just help them to heal, grow, and thrive.
Good work that you're doing there, Charlene. And I think this program is going to benefit a lot of kids, and it'll probably benefit a lot of police officers that get involved too, because I know in my days doing programs such as this, I learned a lot about our community, and it changed my perspective quite a bit for the good in a policing role. So over to you, Jesse. Can you tell us a little bit more about the House of Hockey program coming to Caledon? Explain how the programs like this promote safety in the community. Just explain that link between Peel CAS, MLSE, and the OPP in Caledon.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. So this is the third year in a row that Peel CAS has been participating in the MLSE House of Hockey. So we're very excited to have it here in Caledon for the first time. Like I mentioned, it's an inclusive and impactful ball hockey program, and it provides all the equipment that you need to play ball hockey free of charge. Again, helping to eliminate the barriers to this lovely sport, which others might not have the opportunity to participate in another means. So our coaches for the program, they teach basic hockey fundamentals. So those participating can learn teamwork, fair play, and learn the sport itself. So hopefully, build some confidence and have fun. Like Charlene was mentioning, build some friends along the way, let out some stress, and enjoy the game that we all are lucky to participate in watch here in Canada. So, in fact, in Caledon, actually, we're lucky to have some former professional and semi-professional hockey players that work with us at the detachment. So, previous members of PWHL and OHL teams, as well as overseas teams, work here at the detachment. So, when it comes to coaching for these youth that come out for this program, there's no shortage of experience, that's for sure. And we're also proud to have one of our former youth that we supported through this program and Peel CAS lead as a coach this year. So that's very exciting for us. So in previous years, as I mentioned, the Peel CAS has hosted the MLSE House of Hockey in different areas in Peel region. But this year, Caledon is fortunate to host it here at our detachment, in fact, just on Innis Lake Road in Caledon East. So it's a public program for youth and children ages 8 to 14 to participate in ball hockey. So every Thursday from 5:30 to 7:30 between July 31st and August 28th, these youth are invited to our detachment to participate in this program, learn skills, run drills, and have fun playing ball hockey. So we're very excited to offer this great program. We're also thankful for the generosity of MLSE to provide all the equipment and kind of the setup to run this smoothly. And we're also very happy to partner with Peel CAS and other community organizations to offer resources to support our children, youth, and families, as well as mentorship and interactive programs such as this one. So as you asked, Scott, what's kind of the community impact? And I just feel that it strengthens our community by bringing family and youth together and kind of creates a better sense of belonging and partnership between police and, other community groups, so people feel comfortable in their community and included and heard and have the opportunity to participate in fun programs. So I think together, focusing on child safety and family well-being, it's a great cause, and it's certainly beneficial to not only us as officers to help teach and interact with our community members, but also to the youth and their family.
So thanks, Jesse. I know Emily's got another question here for Charlene. Can any kid just show up and play, or are these kids that are kind of invited in, or how does that work?
So it's totally open to the public, this program. Anybody, any gender, as long as you're between the ages of 8 to 14, any skill level as well, you're certainly welcome to participate. We have a flyer going around, found on the Peel CAS social media as well as ours. It's quite simply go to the website, fill out the application, and come out and play.
And now, Charlene, Jesse talked about partnerships quite a bit, but I'd like to hear your opinion, how important they are between the Peel CAS and the Caledon OPP.
Okay, thanks. We simply can't do this work alone. Our ability to support children, youth, and families depends on our strong partnerships with community organizations, especially police, because they are our biggest referral source. Every year, we receive thousands of calls from concerned community members, and we really take a wraparound approach to our work, and that's why our partnerships with police are so vital. Whether we're collaborating on joint investigations or hosting case conferences, planning trauma-informed interventions, or simply just checking in to consult on a complex situation, working together really helps us keep children safer, and it really strengthens our entire community. So our agency has a dedicated team in Caledon with 8 frontline staff and an amazing supervisor. I'm going to shout her out, Rose Michelli. Over the years, we've partnered with Caledon OPP on joint training sessions, including forensic interviewing. OPP has been extremely gracious and has invited us to participate in some community engagement events like Caledon Day, where for the past several years, we've had a tent at the OPP Detachment. And this allowed us to be able to share some resources and help our community members learn more about the services that Peel CAS offers. So this summer is, again, just another great example of the spirit of collaboration. And we're so thrilled to be partnered with Caledon OPP to offer this free MLSE House of Hockey program.
Thanks, Charlene. Jesse, just before we get into this next question I got for you, what is that website where you can go to? If you don't have it off the top of your head, maybe Charlene has it.
Yeah, so for signing up for our House of Hockey here in Caledon, there's no specific web address. However, you can visit our social medias. On Facebook or LinkedIn at Peel Children's Aid, or on X and Instagram at Peel CAS. We have the flyer posted on there to sign up. And you could also visit peelcas.org to find those social media sites to sign up.
Okay, I'll make sure that we get those in the links into the show notes for this. So people, check out the if you're listening this and you want to go and sign up or show it to your children, you can go into the show notes and get those links. So, Jesse, how can the community get involved?
That's a great question. And as I mentioned, connecting with us through social media is a great way to find out about what we have going on and the current events in our community. You can also follow the OPP social media just by searching up Central Region OPP on Facebook, X, and Instagram, or visit our website at opp.ca. And we're always looking for new opportunities to get involved and collaborate. So reaching out, sharing your idea is the best way to get something going. And, hopefully we can make something happen. And, of course, speaking to kind of the child protection aspect and Peel CAS and how OPP can help. Obviously, if there's ever any concerns about child welfare or youth wellness, reaching out to your local Peel Children's Aid Society or wherever you are in Ontario, you can reach out to your local Children's Aid Society that way, or in the event of emergency, reaching out to police so we can look into it further and ensure the wellness of children and families alike.
Great. Thank you, Jesse. Now we're wrapping things up. So usually at the end, we ask if you have any last words or thoughts. So Charlene, I'll kick that question over to you.
Okay, sure. I would say at the heart of what we're doing is really the power of collaboration. And I truly believe that by working together with our community partners like OPP, we can make a lasting difference in the lives of the families that we're serving. So the future is only possible when we work together. So I just want to, thank all of you, OPP, for being a part of this journey with us.
Jesse, any final thoughts you would like to share?
Yeah, thank you. I'm just grateful to have had the opportunity to chat with you folks today. Scott and Emily, thank you, and as well as Charlene and the listeners. This has been great. To kind of mimic what Charlene said, our work can't be done without the help of our community members and through collaboration. So we're grateful for everybody who helps us out so we can help them out. And just again, thank you for having us on.
Well, thank you both. Good luck with your program and, what amazing things that you're doing for the youth in Caledon.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you very much.
If you like what you hear, please hit subscribe on the podcast platform of your choice so you never miss an episode. New episodes are currently being released each month. If you do have any questions for Jesse or Charlene or have ideas for future episodes, please email us at communications@oppa.ca. Until next time, thanks for listening and stay safe.